Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar here with NCAA football. Now, here I go thinking that with the bowl games done and over with, I'll be able to take a little bit of a break before I go ahead and I get into this again. But I've still got my Nebraska game that I have to do that I think I'll go ahead and post tomorrow, which will be the national championship. But then I've also got coaching Carousel that I have to play at the same time. So that is what this is going to be. I will be Coach Dunbar Snackbar, and we'll be going up against the Kansas State Wildcats. So Ohio, the team that I'm coaching right now, this is our toughest road game that we're going to have all season long. Now, I have remained undefeated throughout the entire year, so this will probably be the biggest chance that I have of being able to lose. So I got to play smart. I got to be careful. Can't go ahead and turn the ball over, because if I do, I think Kansas State's going to go ahead and destroy me. So the crowd of Manhattan, of course, will probably be a factor in this as well. So I go ahead and I win the toss. I go ahead and elect to kick at the beginning. A fumble! And we recover this one. So a great way to start the game off, right? You like being able to get a fumble and cause the other team to go ahead and turn it over. But wait just a second. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and review it. And then some highlight, supposedly. Yeah, so they get to go ahead and keep it. So not cool. 3rd and 8, though. I'm going to go ahead and play the pass at this point, which doesn't work out here, I thought. But then we go ahead and knock that loose, so it does end up working out here in the end. Here I go with my notes, thinking that he dropped it. But I go ahead and I take a look, and it looked like he caught it at the same time. So my bad right there. Get the completion right there for first down. I'm going to have to stick with the passing game because the running game for Ohio is just not there. I mean, I go ahead and I try to run the ball with Boykin, but he's not the best runner on my team by any means. I go ahead and I turn the ball over right here, making the interception at about midfield. And there I go, just giving the ball up. Remember, I talked about turnovers being a huge factor. We've seen in the bowl games, I caused the computer to turn the ball over quite a bit, and that allowed me to get some big scores and be able to hold the computer to very few points as well. So those games should just show you the importance of turnovers. So I got to be careful about this here. So throwing that one out of bounds, it's kind of good that all they got out of this here was a field goal. It is 4th and 9. So, of course, they're going to be going for it right here. And they're already, like, in the middle of the field anyway, so they really don't need to aim that much. Just go ahead and kick it right downfield. So Kansas State strikes first. Score is going to be 3-0. Now that I have got the interception out of my system, I think I'm going to be set now. Taking my time, able to go ahead and complete it here, trying to do a little spin, but there's really no good that goes ahead and comes out of that spin. So that's all right. I guess I just did it for giggles and to try and make myself look good. There we go. Boykin losing 2 yards. Like I said, the running game is just not there, so I have to pass to get things going. And I feel like I've gotten a lot better at being able to, throw the ball here with some of the teams that I got a chance to play as in the bowl game. But for a team like Ohio, which is not the best. Oh, what? A touchdown? Hold on. We got to take a look at this again before I keep going with that thought. That has got to be one of the coolest catches that I have had in NCAA football. My gosh, because it ends up being a touchdown, too. So I guess if I'm going to get on the board, I got to make it cool like that. I don't even remember what I was talking about anymore, so let's just go ahead and get back to the game. 7-yard pickup right there. So 3rd and 1. Robinson is able to get the first down and a lot more. He's a tough running back to stop. And if Kansas State goes ahead with a very balanced style offense and just keeps me on my toes all the time, they definitely have an advantage in this game. So 3rd and 10, obviously they're going to be passing. That is what I am anticipating. And we just go ahead and we knock that ball free. 4th and 10. So it's just going to go out of bounds. Just a little deflection right there. So I try one pass, it goes incomplete. Here we are on 2nd and 10. Little play action opportunity here. And I could have just thrown it to A. Here I go, watch it again. I could have been like, yeah, I could have thrown it to somebody else. Zimmerman getting it to about the 10-yard line. We could be looking at like the 9 or something like that, depending on where they mark it. But that was a terrible, terrible turnover. So already I have given up the ball twice through interceptions. Not pretty. So what was I even thinking on the defensive line? I'm just not playing the best game here at all. So it's kind of frustrating to be able to see Kansas State march that one into the end zone here. relatively unopposed on that drive. So they're going to go ahead and bring back that 3-point lead that they had just a little bit ago. Now, whenever I have to play catch-up, I notice I don't play nearly as well as I do when I'm ahead by quite a bit. That pressure does kind of get to me a little bit. But I'm going to play it smart. I'm going to go with some shorter passes because I know that Kansas State has me beat in overall talent. So I'm not going to have too many chances to be able to throw the ball downfield and get a good pickup because I know those defensive backs are going to be able to stick with my wide receivers. So I'm going to try to see if I can do some slant plays, if I can find somebody who's not being covered. But there we go with another great pickup through the air for a first down. This will probably be the last play of the first quarter, and it ends up being a first down too. So here we are in the second quarter now. Again, going with the pass, very pass heavy, and I pay the price by just throwing it up in the middle. 3 INTs for me now. The way that he just jumped up for that one is pretty impressive, but I can't afford this right now. I'm already down by 3 points. Kansas State has the ability to go ahead and expand the lead now, but they lose 3 right there on the run, so I'm pretty glad that I was able to get that stop right there. That was very well timed, and that's going to allow me to play the pass right here on third down. Still going to get caught, though. Even though I get it right on the pass, my defensive backs just can't keep up with the Wildcats either. So I'm really in trouble here in this one. Talk about threading the needle right there. That high pass gets exactly where it needs to be, despite the fact that I had 3 defenders around that wide receiver. That's awesome. 1st and 10, though. Gosh, my defensive backs are playing so poorly right now. Oh, my gosh. I'm glad he didn't break away and get a touchdown. That would have been really embarrassing. So getting some more time. Going to be a loss right here of 5 yards. So they can go ahead with that play as often as they want. Screen passes, I'm all about that because if I'm playing mostly man coverage, nothing's going to come out of that. But it looks like that the halfback is going to be down here just for a little bit. We'll see him back in the game here. But at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, Kansas State going to get another field goal. So now it is a 6-point game. So if I get a touchdown, I'll be up by just 1 point. And maybe that's all I need here when that final whistle blows. But I can't be worried about that quite yet here because I've got 3 minutes and 26 seconds left just in the first half. I shouldn't be worrying about what's going to happen at the end of the game. But Boykin running to the left side is able to get the first down plus more. And 3rd and 11 after a bad run and an incomplete pass ends up being caught by Foster, who does get the first down for us, keeping 1 foot in bounds. So another one up the middle to Foster. Another catch and another first down. So he's getting his job done. Can't completely rely on him. There we go with another pass. Notice how we're marching things downfield here at a pretty steady pace. Not going with any big passes, but hey, there I go. Have to throw it to Boykin. I got to take 1 shot at the end zone here. I do, and it works out. And I'm a happy man because I've got the lead back here after I go ahead and kick that extra point. Right now, I just have it tied up. So a big play for us right here. All of these plays where I go ahead and bring the lead back, I would consider, of course, a big play. But 1 minute, 41 seconds left in the half. Ohio up by 1. Sam's got some time, able to complete it to McDonald, who picks up 7 yards through the air. So they have been very consistent with their passes as well. Robinson getting a first down on the ground. So just a prime example of I've got to defend against everything right now. And there's not one particular play or one particular formation that's going to cover absolutely everything. But Hughes with the INT, a little tiny return on that one here, but not too much to get excited about. That is exactly what I need with 54 seconds left. 2nd and 9 now for us here with 11 seconds left. So kind of rolling out of the pocket here, throwing it over to Smith. Not the best move. I got to go ahead and call a timeout. So I'm going to be going for the fences right here. Having a lot of time. Throw it over to Y. It does get complete to Boykin, who makes it into the end zone. So, a great way to go ahead and have us end the first half with a big, big touchdown. So, I haven't been throwing deep downfield much in the game. The time that I do go ahead and do that ends up being a great touchdown for Ohio. So, I didn't get to show the halftime because I went ahead and I accidentally clicked through it. So my bad. Here we are in the second half. I got to stop the turnovers. That's the big adjustment I'm going to make. I'm going to be smarter about the throws that I make because you guys have seen on the scoring drives that I've had great efficient passing. Probably should be like 28-13 right now as opposed to 21. Who knows? Maybe even a little bit more. But Boykin running up the middle here, getting the first down for me here. So has been playing a little bit better in this game than some of the other ones that he's had. So kind of rolling to the right side here, looking at what I may have. A desperate pass ends up being a giant mistake for me. Man, if you guys knew the expletives I was saying at this point here because of such a terrible, terrible call on my part, I should have just thrown the ball away. Instead, I tried to get it to a receiver here in some miraculous fashion. I guess that catch that I had earlier on in the game probably kind of spoiled me a little bit, made me feel invincible. That is a giant wake-up call right there. So, too many interceptions for my taste in this game. But that's, of course, not going to be enough for the first down, so we get the ball back here pretty soon after we had it earlier. There's Boykin making the catch here, so that was some precision passing. 2nd and 8, go with a little play-action screen. Well, I end up getting sacked, plus Boykin was covered, so either way, that was not good. Flea flicker, it does not work either. 2 sacks in a row. That pushed me out of field goal range. So I have to go ahead and punt. And I end up, kicking it to him here in the end zone, so a touchback. All right, this one, Robinson's going to catch it. Dang it. That's one I thought I would be able to go ahead and deflect, but I wasn't able to do that, so not cool. All right, Robinson getting the first down on the ground. My defense really needs to make some serious adjustments to stop this running game here, too, because that is really hurting me. It's causing me to call some different plays here, but hey, there we go with an interception. So it's kind of nice to know I'm not the only one who's turning the ball over through the air. We're going to get that at about the 35-yard line. So 3rd and 10, act of desperation right here. Again is intercepted. Now on that play too, I saw some opportunities to throw it to some other people. But I don't know what's going on here. Why I'm playing this poorly. But I've still got the lead here by 8 points now with the field position that they have. Oh, another fumble! There we go. Man, that was a huge, huge play. I'm glad we got it. What? You already turned one over for me today. Oh, of course, you overturned it too. So very rarely do I ever get those called by the booth, and in both cases in this game, they've been overturned, and they don't go my way. I'm going to call some poor officiating right here. We've probably got some replacement reps or something like that. So we got to get those replacement refs out. All right, I'm just messing with you guys. 2nd and 6 now. A little option play that usually works very well for me. Robinson just not getting it done. 3rd and 16. Obvious passing play at this point. Now it gets caught, and they get the first down and the touchdown. How many times on 3rd down has Kansas State been able to convert? A lot more than I would like to be able to see them do. So this has been very, very tough for me defensively. I usually am not playing like this, but they have been on a roll. I still have a 2-point lead. We'll be all right. Now, I should be trying to just run the clock out here as much as I can, because if I play this right, I can make it so Kansas State really does not have that much time left. But I also want to go ahead and get a touchdown on 3rd and 10. I throw it short of the first down marker, not able to complete, so 4th and 4. So I take up a lot less time than I was hoping that I would. There we go, with the little keeper. Pick up 8 yards. I wish I could get that here. But on 3rd and 2, a play action pass that ends up working well. He had 2 steps on the defender. So, of course, that is going to be a great pass that you're going to make. Robinson getting about 5 yards right there. They're still alive and in field goal range at this point. That's what worries me more than anything here, because now Kansas State can go ahead and try and run the clock down. And then they can make it so I don't have that much time left to try and come back here and get a point. But that's going to be a first down for him. I'm tempted to just go ahead and let them score. So that's what I'm doing right here. We're trying to. So that way I can get the ball back. Because I know there's not going to be a way I'm going to be able to stop them. And if I do, there's going to be so little time left. So I kind of give this one to Kansas State. I mean, of course, I could have done something like, you know, a punt block or whatever. And then they would have passed it. But I was kind of giving them a little bit of a challenge here. But not able to stop him here. So I am down by 4 points now. Get the pass to Boykin. Get to the 40-yard line. Going to try to go with the play kind of like that here on 3rd and 10. A couple passes have been incomplete. Where was my O-line on that one? That's going to make it 4th and 18, and I am absolutely worried about how this is going to end up. I'm going to go ahead and roll over to the left. Look for Y. That's going to get deflected, and that's going to be a turnover on down. So Kansas State is going to kneel the ball at this point, and I lose this one. I lose this game against Kansas State. I knew this was going to be tough going in, but honestly, all the mistakes that I made, all the interceptions that I threw, that is what hurt me. I basically had nothing going in the second half at all. So a disappointing game for me, but I am, of course, going to go ahead and post it because it is the right thing for me to do, regardless of how embarrassing this is going to be. And I'll probably get a lot of flack from people like, you should have thrown to B, or whatever. But that's all right. This stuff happens. So I appreciate you guys watching this. I definitely do. More, of course, to come here with Coaching Carousel in the next few weeks. So be on the lookout for that. You guys are phenomenal people. So thank you again for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. You guys can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great stuff. Do not ever forget, guys, that you are great people. I really believe that, and I hope that you guys do as well. But thanks again for watching. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.